You know what makes a good quality window box expensive is the type of material that it's made of. You need a wood that will withstand the weather. Redwood, for example, will hold up really well, but it's expensive. That would cost about $60 for a window this size.
And that's just for the materials?
Just the materials.
Yeah.
What I've chosen is MDO.
And what does MDO stand for?
Medium Density Overlay. And this is a plywood. This sheet cost about $45. We know we want the boxes 38 inches. So let me show you something. This saw, I know, the relationship of the blade to the plate is 1 1/4 inches. That means that I want to add 1 1/4 inches to that 38 inches, making my mark 39 1/4. Now just clamp this straight edge right on that line. Now I'm simply going to follow the straight edge. All right, I've got the 4 pieces cut. That will give us 2 boxes, and these are the end pieces. Let me show you what I've done here. You notice the angle. To get that angle, I simply measured 7 inches at the bottom and 8 inches at the top. That gives us that angle that you wanted.
Great.
All right, now we're going to cut the front. To get that measurement, I'm simply going to measure down 9 inches, and we're going to rip 2 strips.
Okay.
We have our back and our end and our front all cut, ready to go.
Now, Tom, I noticed that you set that end piece in a little bit. Why did you do that?
Well, I think it makes a nice little detail.
Okay.
Now we have to cut the bottom.
How do you do that?
Well, I first have to mark this angle right here, match it with the flare that you wanted. With my saw unplugged, I've raised my blade. I'm going to loosen my angle and tilt the base of my saw to match the angle of the side. Now we're ready for assembly. I've drilled 2 holes on each end into the bottom with a drill and a countersink attachment. Now we're ready to glue it.
So what kind of glue is this?
This is a polyurethane base glue, great for exterior use.
Is it waterproof?
It sure is. Now I'm ready to screw it together, and I'm going to use these ceramic coated deck screws. Good. All right, let's see how they look. Center it underneath the window there. What do you think?
Looks like a good fit.
And I'm going to mount it on the house with these galvanized steel brackets.
So how do you screw them into the vinyl siding? That was a concern of mine.
Well, that is a problem, because if I screw them into the vinyl, it'll crush the vinyl and it'll wrinkle it. With some scrap pieces of MDO, I'm simply going to slide them. See how they fit right up there? We'll screw one there.
So do they actually get screwed in?
Nope, they are actually held in place by the force of the screws holding the bracket to the wall.
Okay.
Next thing I want to do is drill a couple of pilot holes. Now I'm ready to screw it to the wall. Okay, you want to pass me that box and we'll see how they look. Great.
Looks good.
Now you notice inside I drilled 6 holes.
Okay, and that's for the water to drain?
That's right, those are the weep holes.
And how do I attach the box to the brackets?
Well, the brackets have holes in them, so you can put a screw in the middle of each bracket up into the bottom of the box, and that'll hold it from sliding off.
Okay.
But before you do that, I want you to fill all the holes, all the screw holes, with an auto body filler. That works great. Sand off the body filler, and then sand the box, make it look good, and then prime it and paint it.
Okay.